batala. You want ya. You want don't wish. You not ever palava. You want choices. You get orca. You won't always be. But you want show. You want show. But you want show. And I'm here. I can't believe. Where my hand I wish I can afford. You now on salary, or you want them a check. When they work for finish, then you start to pay. Then you want some weed, you can pay bills, then you want that fee. You say the food not sweet, or you say eating it. Tell me what people say you with the chocolate. You only want ya. You want your wish. You not ever palava. You want choice. You get orca. You won't always be. But you want show. You want show. But you want show. All I think you do in my hand inside. All I ever ask a friend tell him on inside. You want the pizza, to eat pizza, you hungry kata. So the speed and get prepared for the rebound. You only wish you realize you never want that. You go for meeting to be a cat, then you start to cry. The thing you not ever, you go there, you will show the table. Making money with you, then you spend it on the table. The family crying and begging, they can't put on the table. Putting yourself on big show, that fake flow. You get big up, then you say you big shot. You get down to a fold, you get beat hard. You talking too much, I'm up for a salaba. Sooner they break, you be prepared for a palava. You better stop it, I have it, I think it's necessary. Don't be scary, I hear it, I think it's getting headache. Come to my vision, I'm good for strapper. Strapper. To my vision, I'm good for hustlers. Strapper. I ready to my easy button, you English kata. In the low, say your focus, stay in the garage. You know, get mad, you say one out of shit that. You don't get black for the money, you want to take seat. You now want drink, or you choose the anything. You can pass square, but you want some sweet. Your teeth are correct in your mouth, but you want to meat. You don't get self when you send me for credit. So when you come in for the air, you not get TV, when you get buying this, you not get boyfriend yet, then you want married now. So I just gotta make me fall upon you. Who they got one job? You want your wish. You not ever palava. You want choices. You get orca. You won't always be. But you want show. You want show. But you want show. To my vision, I'm good for strapper. Strapper. To my vision, I'm good for hustlers. Strapper. You only got one job. You want your wish. You not ever palava. You want choices. You get orca. You won't always be. But you want show. You want show. But you want show. It's a banaro. Takunche. Sibiri la batala.
It rains on the winds.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to the Tournament Commander, J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. We begin a new week today with mid-40 in Providence, Rhode Island right now. A year is going to go up to 60, maybe. Let's hope that it's going to be a good day for all of us. Now, This morning I was listening to radio in Liberia. People were talking about no census, how terrible it is that we don't know how many people in our country, how many people in each tribal group, where the most Liberians live. How can we develop our country? We see everything going apart because we're building things in places we don't know how many people living there. And these things we're building, we don't know what kind of capacity to give them. Because look at the new sports park right now. They're talking about the sports park. It's built for the people around Monrovia. Well, how many people live in Monrovia? That park gonna be overcrowded. There'll be no space for people. Why? Because we do not know how many people live in Monrovia. The last time census was taken that was in the 1980s on a San Medor. I can't remember the last time census was taken. But if we don't take census, how will we know where our people are living? How will we know how to develop and build things for people when we don't know the capacity that these things will be able to accommodate a whole of people? So we're facing some serious problems in our country. And that's just one of the problems that we're talking about this morning on the news. Because every morning I try to catch up on the news and what's happening in the country, what the people are talking about. And this was one of the major things they were talking about, the census. Okay? Now let's look at my topics for this morning as it goes around. But we have to look at development seriously in our country and take heed and govern ourselves. My topics for this morning are: one, Liberians. It's time for Liberians to rise up and act. Two, stealing in Liberian government is out of control. And three, my people on the Buduburam refugee camp in Ghana. So let me take a coffee break and I'll be back so we can talk about the nitty gritty of what's happening in Liberia today. It is time for Liberians to rise up and act. If we don't act in positive ways, we'll suffer. We'll go right back into violence. We'll go right back into destruction of our infrastructure and our nation. We have not even recovered from the past 40 years. The war, the coup, the Ebola, and all these things that have brought our society down to where we are today. We still have not recovered from them. But yet we see on the horizon new issues being raised. And I warn you people, my Liberian people, right now, the most pertinent issue in our country is our land issues. It's the most pertinent issue in our country. People are returning home. People are looking for land. And right now, with the lawlessness in our country, with the breaking down of the rule of law in Liberia, people will get hurt, violence will erupt, and people will die. This is the typical scene that's happening in Carisburg, that's happening in Margibi, that's happening in Nimba and other areas of our country. People fighting for land now. People taking up guns and cutlasses and going after people for land. I warned you all about this thing. And it hasn't even broken up to the big picture yet. We're still on the small picture. Because the big picture will occur when George Weah has left his government, when most of the warlords have been imprisoned and are facing criminal charges for their acts during our civil war. many Liberians coming home. And these Liberians coming home with land. They have lands in Liberia. Many of them have not touched their lands. They got people watching it. And we got all these squatters and people selling lands and things that we need to restructure our society and deal with these land issues. I told you all before the government needs to set up a special agency under the lands and mines or independent of the lands and mines to look at the land issues of Liberian citizens. We must go back to people presenting their deeds for us establishing an archive to archive these deeds or copies thereof to ensure that we have records, good records of land purchases and sales in our country to avoid violence. Now, here it is. We have violence in our country right now, and it's on a small scale. It hasn't has expanded to the large picture yet. It's still on a small scale. These are just bandits going around wanting to steal people land from them. This is not a group of Liberian people coming home and wanting to claim their lands. I told you all before that coming out of a war and having the same killers of our people, Prince Johnson, George Bulley, and all these Edwin Snow, all these people that massacred and killed our people, still Serena Seafood, now he's justice minister. These people kill our people, and these people cannot mete out justice in Liberia. And these are the people who got in government positions. So how would people who are still suffering the traumas of our war and the murders and evils that have been done in our country come home and live under people that Prince Johnson and the same murderers, wicked people? How do we live under these people? You can't live under these people. So most of the people with land in Liberia are still out of the country. Maybe they have people looking after their lands, but people are selling people lands. People are squatting on people's land, talking about eminent domain, and not eminent domain, and what they name, adverse possession. How do you adverse somebody's land when we are still in a warlike situation? We're in a warlike situation. As long as we have war laws and criminals for our war serving as officials of our government, people will not come home. People who have suffered under these evil, wicked criminals will not come home. You cannot turn criminals into statesmen. You can't. Who's going to honor these people? Now all these people land in Liberia. We can't come home because you got criminals and warlords and bandits leading our country. Who can come home to claim land under these people? So when this government is removed and our country begin to move towards a more civilized government and governance, we have serious land issues because people coming home to claim their land. And we need to set up a land bureau so we can start looking into these issues right now and setting the foundation of how to deal with them to prevent the violence and issues of criminalities in our country. So how are we going to do that? Look at this video here that came out this morning about people in one of our counties with the same land issue confronting our people. You see, and these kind of things here, when our people are being confronted with these violent behaviors of other Liberians who have no concept of land ownership or land distribution, and they just come in with other people because they say that they're land, and they bring this group of violent people to attack innocent people. We can't go on like this. This is going to lead to bigger violence. People will defend themselves. If our government is incapable of defending our Liberian people, the people will rise up and defend themselves. And then we're going back into that same bellicose situation that we just got out. That was no good for us. So let me put this video that here where the people talking about as group of armed people enter their village and beat them up and try to hide them and take away their peace and security and safety for the land business. Little children, all they did that to the little children. So let's look at this video and see.
On your location. You just joining us live, Cool FM Online 2. My name is Edwin Batatfoyen. I'm here with Manuel Guano, and we come to you live from our Gibi County, Longe Town community, district number 1. There were on new gunmen attack people, citizens following land dispute in this part of Liberia. As we all know that the issue of land became, a serious trouble for other meaningful Liberians. Just last week, our team were in Carisburg. They were being told to do again another investigation following land dispute. And so we have come in this part of Liberia, in Margibi County, to be precise, to talk to the victim of the attack. As you can see, one of the victims is the guy carrying on the orange, and the students, you see the children at the back, they were all having their academic classes, and when those guys came to attack them, carrying a pistol. So let's see if we can talk to this fellow. Welcome to Kuala 2. Tell us your name.
I'm David Jr.
Tell us what happened here, Chief.
The 29th of April, we're having our school question in the church. And I was sitting under the kitchen, waiting for the school program to finish. So at least I get myself to go Buduburam to go and buy my house material. And then unknowing men came. Have a greater man. I can't tell the amount God if I may guess more than 30 to 45 human beings. My judge then carry single barrel pistol, and their head I can recognize or having a silver pistol. I call Esau Do. He love greater men and they beat on me. That I don't know anything about that land business. Since I've been I don't know even how book and surveillance. They draw me, they beat on me, they even want to kill me. They took 2 phones from me with $400 USD from my pocket, which is my house material. Find out I was going to buy, and then so I can keep the receipt. And then they beat on me total. I took my slippers, took all my phones, one Techno Spark 5, and also one Samsung Galaxy X10 Plus. And then they took the slippers from me. They even want to take my trousers from me. I said no. They started beating on me, beating on my chest with a single barrel pistol, hitting my head. Up the night when I reach at night, I don't sleep. My chest pain me. I'm thinking how bad I can get treatment. So this is what happened. Then when they took us, after they beat on me, when I saw police to 15 gate. They left beating me on the motorbike. They came to 15 gate checkpoint. There where I saw a silver private taxi with a Nigerian man driving it. They put me in the car. There where I saw 5 police. When they put me in the taxi, I saw some guys and who was also innocent of it. And then they started asking me about what happened to carry on. I said, but me, I don't know. Don't just go. We requested that we want to do a phone call. And then the information I read, they said that they won't allow us to do a phone call. There was a serious tussle in the car until one of the innocent men got angry and take the car key from the car. People to 15K can attest to this that I'm explaining. That was the time we were permitted to call. And when they came out to Smenote to the court, there was no investigation. They not give us any rate that I saw our names on. The judge only came out asking us for our name.
Let me just hold you there. And those guys that came here with the pistol, the single barrel, were they police officer or PSU?
They were never police, not immigration, nothing of grenade menace with Dada.
So they are not part of any of the state security.
Not at all, because they are not identified. If our state security come to our arrest, they will ask you for your name. What is your name? They will ask you for the we are very inclined. We have seen state security arresting, and then they will tell you, say, oh, if you are part and parcel of that particular arrest, they will tell you, say, you are one of the person that was also arrested. Then they will identify that sub.
Is this the first time happening in this part of Magibi?
For me, I would say yes. It maybe have been happening for me, I'll say yes. Because since then, as the amount of time I spent, this is the first time for it to happen. I know of.
So, what was the exact date this happened?
It was on Friday.
On Friday. Were you the only one victimized? Or maybe, like you said, your school were in session, were another student hit?
Student was hit. Our student was hit.
Underage student?
Children, yes. Let me see if the student, yeah. The rubber gun, man. The rubber gun. The rubber gun, single by policies.
Let me see. You just lift for your head. Okay. So this man on this little girl head, she's one of the victims also. She was hit. What's the child know about land? And you two, you were victim, right? We part of the body the hit on your foot. And look at my God. What was the skate? Know about land dispute. And since you were taking from here, you were like beating up here and then taking from this place to another place. Tell us, those guys turn you over to the police, or you maybe it was a plan between they and the police?
I definitely sure it was a plan, because whenever a police come with people to come and arrest, the police won't stay back up. The police will always be at the front of the arrest, but police are nowhere around. God is my witness. Where I lay my eyes on police, it was to 15 gates after the beating Taurus day. They just stabbed me. They did everything they want to do. They even want to carry me in a devil bush. They said, you should carry me in the bush, right? They will kill me. There was a guy more than one of the head, and he said, no. This man, you say we're already arresting. We're not carrying to any bush. We're carrying to where the police people are. He even got angry and put the other men down from the back. That 15 gates.
So when you got arrested by those new men that were carrying guns and took all of your materials, when they took you to this unknown destination, you saw other people too that they attacked?
I saw other people too that they attacked that are innocent. We all started to ask each other, why say they brought us here? Why say they brought us here? We started to ask each other. And what really get me, they VIP me when they came out to the court, a judge or a renowned judge I went to a lawyer school never asked of what is unfolding.
What's the name of the judge?
Well, I can't tell you because I don't know him. I don't know him. The only thing when you look on the rate, they said I don't have it when you look on the rate, they couldn't see our name. He asked of our name and then put our name at the back of the paper with pen. That barely pinned me as a renowned judge. It pinned me a lot.
So what are you trying to say? Was it maybe the judge and those are new men playing?
100% I can assure.
It is an allegation, or you sure what you're talking?
It is an allegation because definitely it was proven by the judge and also by the police, because the police were not at the front of the arrest.
And since this happened, maybe you come back and you and your family do a follow-up to a nearby police to inform them that some police, maybe some new men came at our school campus, hit on underage student and beat up me, arrested me, and took my material because they said I'm part of their land issue. Maybe since you filed your complaint, did the police do any arrest to inform you that, oh, we arrested XYZ person for maybe attacking the Abba Vision School system?
Yes, we left here and then we went to Carriage Brown. We filed a complaint. They have it on a record. And then they said that since the people say, oh, our part and parcel and then I have proven innocent, we'll be going to the court. They will give me a paper. When I receive a paper, that's the paper I'm going to use against them.
So and then today make it 1 week. Have you heard anything from them since you left?
I haven't heard anything from any of them. So only waiting for now to this coming, which is next Wednesday, I will be going back to the court to receive our paper from them to take our legal action on them.
Tell us, Chief, and you have over hundreds followers and monitoring people listening to you. What could be your own message as a meaningful and peaceful citizen of Liberia? What do you want to tell the government of Liberia all of humanitarian organizations, well-meaning Liberians.
Thanks for that. What I want to tell the government of Liberia, also other humanitarian organizations, presently where I am, I'm not well because I was well beaten with a single barrel gun. Whenever the night comes, I don't sleep. I feel pain that to say blood is walking from my chest in my head. There's something walking in my head. I don't sleep. So I'm calling also upon the government of Liberia and also any other organization to come in to help us in this case, because if not so, this will definitely try to continue in this particular part of Liberia. That citizen, peaceful citizen will be very afraid, because the authority remand that came out on a Saturday at the time, they have already put me in a prison. They said that those guys came out saying that they will come at night to attack peaceful citizens, to burn houses from door to door.
Wow.
And what really is proving, because majority of them, all of them, when you check surveillance, having single barrel pistol. Under the head we saw with silver pistol, which is Esau door, and all of children with their other brothers in.
Okay, Chief. So your name again?
I'm David Jr.
Okay.
From Buduburam.
So let's talk to this individual, Chief. Welcome to Cool Online 2. Tell us your name.
My name is Pastor Edwin Estupa.
Pastor Edwin Estupa. I guess you the resident, the owner of these houses are here and the school also.
Yes.
So tell us what you experienced.
What I want to tell the public is that on the 29th of April, which was on Friday, we all gathered at the school building. We were having a student quizzing among the students. And then we saw the unknown man. I came about 40 to 45 persons, so grown men. They came, they started hitting on one of the instructors, Brother Dave. And I begin to ask, gentlemen, what happened? They said, when you come, we'll fire you. Every one of them start taking a pistol.
And you were a little bit too afraid.
Yes, I was afraid to go around them because of the gun. They started chunking rubber gun and other things. They even hit on some of the students.
Oh my God.
Yes, which of course, the phone that Brother Dave had, they wanted to take it from him. After he gave it to my wife, the other one ran to her and checked it from her. Say, if you can't, I will kill you.
The statement from another guy to your wife.
Yes.
That if you take a step towards him,
yes,
he will blow her hair off.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So myself, I say, oh, wait, let me ask those guys what really happening. They say, if you can't around anybody, we're going to kill you. So I have a phone that I give it to someone for them to do a recording. They say, oh, that recording you want to do, so you want to record us. They get the phone from the person too and carry it. So we'll be running after them. We told them we went to where they came from to tell them, oh, gentlemen, the person you carry is not part of the land issue. And in fact, the land that you people fighting for is not the land that we're living on. The land far off from us.
What's the name of the place they're fighting over?
Around Iron Bridge.
Iron Bridge.
Yeah.
How many minutes drive from here there?
From here there, I think it's about 30-minute drive.
30-minute drive.
Yes. Distant from here.
Distant. So and then they left that side and came this far.
Yes.
To attack you guys on something that you know nothing about.
Yes.
So this it already happened, Pastor Alex. Pastor Edwin, sorry. This already happened, Mr. Topa. Tell us that what could be your own message to the Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Education, the Human Rights, other meaningful Liberian and humanitarian organization.
Yeah, what I have to tell the public is that our government should come in and see how best we'll be safe in this community. Because we are land buyer, we are not land seller. If they have dispute with land seller, they should have it. They should have the court informed and then settle in the court. It's not to take arm and be attacking peaceful citizens in the community. Our life is at risk now because they said on Saturday when they came out here, they ran after my other brother. The other one said that he only want to hear they should kill the man. Yes, that's why he said they call the boy Henry Flomo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I told them, gentlemen, I move from behind the man. Or they were there at 4. When the lady came, they said, oh, so that you don't want to tell him what to do. She said, that person is not a land dealer, a land buyer. So they move from behind it. So the gentleman said that the next time they come back, they will bring every horses that are here, they will go from horse to horse and bring the horses and make sure that they get rid of all the people that are here. So now we are allowed to enter. We don't know when they will be coming. So we want for the government to come in and make sure that things be in the right place.
We hope that the government listen to you and other many Liberians to at least provide proper security guard for you, your family, and all of the young students, our future leader of our country, Liberia. Some of them could be a medical doctor, some of them could be a politician, some of them could be our new leader in the future. So if they are attacked by this new man, and it will be really, really a bad one for us. So he's kind of begging the government of Liberia and other meaningful Liberians to come to their aid to provide security for them because their life, is in danger. So actually, I guess you've been following too. Yeah, one of the. Tell us your name. You live here? Where you live? Mambakli. Tell us what you know about this.
So a group of manpower, with armed policies, net.
Oh my gosh.
And Esau what they have for them.
Who's the Esau mate? Did you hear anybody mention Esau?
Esau do.
Esau do. You know him in person?
Yeah, I know him.
Well, let's talk about the character before going forward.
Esau from manpower on me, the phone, in fact, the staff on the motorball.
Jesus.
I fire on me with a single power. I did that again. I stood up, put my hand up. I said, I'm not. I look at it, I saw my brother here. Is it over the man? I said, I'm limping and I'm look at it. One of Esau better what they are. I can't fire me. Yeah, you go. I'll go over the motorball. You want me to took my buying my money off.
Have you received your back?
No. Up and down. I stay in I phone it off. No police station. No police working for us. I still robber the door.
Robber.
Yeah, all that is.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm seeing your left eye. Jesus Christ. And maybe the Esau man or his brother you're talking about, have they been arrested by the Liberian National Police?
No.
Why you think so? Oh my God. What could be on the message to the BB people in our country?
I mean, the only message that the people, come on, only video so far so good. I mean, I'm living here, but I'm living here, the family here. I'm living here, so I don't want to kind of like protect the.
You want the security to come around and protect the people anytime. Wow. You said your name again? Okay. And so, folks, you listening to them, and they are appealing to the government of Liberia. They are appealing to humanitarian organization, well-meaning Liberians. This part of my Gibi County is very big, along a town that just a minute away from the town. And on Friday, during the afternoon hour, some new gunmen came out and they attacked those peaceful citizens and threatened to burn down their houses if only they continue to be living on this land. And they accuse them that they are also in the habit of selling land, but every one of them said that they don't know nothing about their land issue. They are innocent into it. The land is very far from them, and they want the government of Liberia through the Justice Ministry to at least provide security for them because you cannot be living.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we are with this issue in Mangibi County, Liberia. Now, this is an ongoing issue. It was on the news this morning in Liberia. This cannot be tolerated. Liberian citizens must rise up and demand that an end be put to this, or it will accelerate or exacerbate, because this situation is unbecoming. It's toxic. It's not good for our country. So, in order to avoid a continuation of this kind of problem in Liberia with land issues, our government must begin to think proactive and act. Must begin to set up a bureau to look at the land issues in our country. Since 1980, too much illegality with regards to land and ownership and sales has been a problem. So to alleviate all of this problem, we have to take control of our land issues. So that's my advice to the government right now. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. That's my topic on this issue. Let's move forward to the next topic coming up soon. My second topic this morning is stealing within the Liberian government is out of control. The stealing is too bad. Lists, thousands of dollars was stolen from that organization, the census organization. Our transportation agency just got burned down with thousands of dollars in it, all kind of denominations and currencies, all money getting missing. Then on top of that, we have the illicit killings and disappearances, mysterious deaths in Liberia. Our former government official, Olubanki, uh, talked about it. Olubanki Okeri, Banks of Olubanki, what her name? Um, Okeri. She talked, King, Olubanki King Okeri, talked about it at a ceremony recently. How people are just dying mysteriously, people are disappearing. For the election commissioner of a county to disappear and we can't find the man, that's a serious problem too. What are we doing about all these criminal activities in Liberia? If it's not stealing, it's corruption, all kinds of corruption. If it's not that, it's ritualistic killings. If it's not that, it's mysterious deaths and murders. What's happening in our country? The thing's not getting better. The more we talk, the worse it's becoming. We got to do something to straighten out these lawless acts and behaviors in the Liberian society. Now, my second topic deal with is stealing. Look at what's happening in the newspaper this morning about the Royal Gold Trading Company. And to kind of come to find out that my own boys, Gabriel Atoka and Pade Jackson, involved with this stealing. These guys in Liberia stealing. Can you imagine that? These guys not playing with small money. They're stealing millions and millions of dollars from the Liberian people. These people need to go to jail. We need to reopen Belayala. We need to reopen Belayala. What's wrong with our country, man? The man get up. He's in America. Can't he? What was his name? Sheikh Basiru Kanti. The man in America. They issue a warrant on him for money laundering and conspiracy and all this shit. They go bust into his home, go to search his home, find Liberian passport. He got Liberian diplomatic passport, not ordinary passport. The man is not a diplomat. He has nothing to do with the government, but he got a diplomatic passport in his house. Huh? all these kind of things showing the connection between him and the Liberian government. A criminal. They want to arrest the man for wiring money fraud. Huh? $7 million. These people not playing with small money. These people not playing with chicken cheese. These people going from stealing little money now to millions and millions of dollars they're stealing. And where our country get that kind of money from? Our people suffering, while only a handful of people continuously stealing. The vice president of Liberia, Joel Taylor Howard, involved in this here. Huh? This man, not government official, how he got diplomatic passport? That means he can enter, and he didn't have only one passport. He got passports for different countries. Because Africa is so corrupt, you can go there and bribe all these government officials and get anything you want when you got money. And this is what's happening in our country. And our people are suffering because of all these illegal and corrupt activities of our government. Now the court in America refused to give Kante bail because it's a bailable offense. But they're saying he's a flight risk. The man got a one-way ticket from Dallas Airport in what is Dallas Airport, DC to on one Emirates Airlines, a one-way ticket. So that means he finished stealing the people money here. He has no intention of coming back. He was going home for good when they busted into his house a few hours before he took the plane and searched his house, found the diplomatic passport and all kind of documents of false identity and criminal behavior. Now I come to find out that the same company in Liberia dealing with George Weah. What this guy did, all the people that got killed with that stampede they had across the bridge there with that pastor, Royal Gold took the responsibility to pay for all the dead people. They paid for all of them. There was another incident of corruption and stealing. Royal Gold took over the payment and what was that? There was some recent incident with George Weah and some corrupting, and Royal Gold said they responsible. Oh yes, the footballers. When George Weah opened his park, he invited he invited professional footballers and he invited PQ, the musical group. They paid $230,000 to get that group to come to Liberia perform. George Weah stole the money. Instead of when the people start questioning him, the same Royal Gold Bersaru Kante got up and said he brought the people as a gesture to George Weah. They show him on the plane and all of this. Now, our transportation office burned down. Thousands of dollars burned too. All kinds of currencies, Sierra Leonean money, Liberian money. What they doing with all the currencies? So, in a nutshell, my show is 1 hour. The stealing is out of control in Liberia. Our people have nothing, and the government officials and their family and associates and friends are robbing our country blind. Now George Weah they're gone and now freeze. They don't not get a freeze order against Royal Trading Company. Royal Trading Company got accounts in 10 different banks in Liberia. Their managing directors are Gabriel Atoka, who is one of my friends, and Padre Jackson. These boys going home and stealing for our people, robbing our country. They need to go to jail. I need to come home and put all these boys in jail and flog the hell out of them. I will not hesitate to flog these people. I will not waste time to flog these people. And no law under the sun will stop me from flogging these people. Take it to the bank. But the corruption and stealing in my country is intolerable. It's unrealistic. And it must cease in this case. Our people are suffering. Our people are dying. Why are these people just stealing from our people? Using the government that's supposed to protect us to be the very role to steal from us. The time of the Liberian people is now. Aluta. Continua. My class is done on this topic. Well, here we are again, my final topic for this morning. My people on the Buduburam refugee camp need your help. My people on the Buduburam refugee camp need your help. Let's help these people. This morning they're in class. Today is a theory day. They're not baking today. They're going to sit down and listen to the teacher. I just got some pictures of them putting things on the board for the students to learn. All the students sitting down in class this morning. These kids are enthused, uplifted, motivated, inspired by this class. It's something that they want to learn. It's something that they're interested in. This is what our people need. Everybody can't go to school and sit down and learn for hours in school. No, people want to hands-on things. People are more capable in doing things with their hands and learning hands-on ways of developing the community and building society. So Karen and I were on yesterday asking for your help. Please send us money. Let's finish the other aspect of the school. That costs a lot of money. We need to build a wall. We need to zinc it. We need to plaster the inside. We need to paint it, plaster the floor, and buy the machine and the computers. Please help me. Help my people. Help me. Help my people. I'm pleading with you. We need help. That's all I have today. My class for the day is done. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Hope it is a better day.